Hello and welcome back to Kunskap. And today we're going to be upgrading the operating system, or actually, technically putting one on this G4 Cube because it has a corrupt version, macOS 9.2. I'm pretty sure 9.2.1, and so we've already kind of started to think about how we're going to replace the operating system. And since it can't quite boot off USB drives and it can only take CDs, we had to take drastic measures with this is the only CD capable computer I own, and runs all the way up here, and it's actually Windows 2000. So we are going to be replacing the operating system on here with probably some sort of Linux, and we'll cut to where we're figuring that out now. So we officially chose DSL, which is a pretty lightweight Linux operating system. It's just about 50 megs, and we're gonna transfer it over to the CD once we're done downloading it. So let's see here. Let's choose do this one in Quebec. And so that'll start downloading here. Hopefully. Alright, looking at this here, looks like the most current is DSL 4.4.10, 4.4.10. And I think we should go for, should probably get the zip, because that looks like about the right thing. Yeah, we don't want the boot floppy. There's also the, that's empty. We'll do the embedded zip. That probably will deal with this. So as you can see, DSL is about 50 megabytes, and so it's pretty lightweight, and it can run entirely. Actually, let me go back to the website. Let's see here. Can run fully in RAM with as little as 128 megs, which my Mac, the G4 Cube, has 768. Pretty sure. Run light enough to power a 486DX with 16 megs of RAM, and can boot from a USB pen drive, but we're going to be booting from a CD instead. But we're transferring it over through a USB drive to the Windows 2000 machine to move it over to the Mac G4 Cube. So it turns out I actually did download the wrong one. So we're just waiting for the actual ISO to download, because I downloaded the wrong, I downloaded the embedded zip, but turns out you actually need to get the ISO, so we're downloading that now instead. Alright, so now all I have to do is, let's just eject the flash drive here. Take it out, and we're going to go see if I can get this opened on the Windows 2000 machine. Alright, we're going to see if this recognizes this drive. It might not, because I'm not sure what it was formatted as, but here it is. No, we don't want to create a shortcut. What we might be able to do, oh, here, we'll just copy it. So that's processing, and then we need to figure out if we can write to a disk or not, which is pretty important considering the fact that that's how we're going to transfer it over. Come on. Alright, so it's about done. Oh, there we go. And I'm going to see If let's go down here. Let me make sure this is CD. Yeah, CD read write. So my camera will focus here. It's probably trying to see what's in drive D. Correct function. So I popped in another disk, and it turns out it does actually have something on it. It looks like it was like Windows, not Windows. Not quite sure what I was doing with this disk, but it's not really important. So I'm pretty sure we can just delete these. Let's do all. Read only. Alright, hold on. Alright, so to see what we can run here, I brought a few different types of CDs and a DVD. There's a CD that supposedly has something on it, a DVD that has Ubuntu 13, and a game installed that's on a CD. This is pretty old, but probably will work. So, hold on here. Alright, so we're going to start by seeing if I can use the DVD here. And we're going to put it in the tray. And then, pretty sure it's not going to work. Or at least I'd be surprised. Actually, I think the computer's frozen. Oh no, it's not. It's literally doing nothing. But I have managed to crash the My Computer program, so pretty sure it can't run DVDs. Alright, and then the second one we're going to try, since that one did not work, the DVD, we're going to try this I Spy CD, which it's all on a single disc, it looks like. It doesn't say like disc 1 or disc 2. So, let's just try that. Might automatically open. It's definitely running. I can feel it in the floor. Yeah. So it can definitely read CDs. So let's try this other CD, which I wrote to after I take this I Spy disc out here. So this one supposedly has Mac OS 9 non-bootable, so it should have some sort of files on it. So have to see here. Did I get it to crash again? Are you kidding me? Should just reload the desktop here. Sounds like it's reading the disk though, so that's a good sign. Yeah, right here. So it looks like we can probably use this one. Has some CD extras on it. So what we're gonna do is we'll be right back in a minute after we find some way to write the ISO to this CD here. So we're gonna start off with a program called Image Burn and see how that works out. It supposedly can run on Windows 2000, so we will see about that. We'll see if this can no, there's no internet on here anyways. But we'll try it. Okay, so let's see here. Write image file. Please select a file. That looks pretty good to me. Let me I have to format this disk first, which looks like, hopefully this isn't write protected. I would be not happy about that. Oh, that's a relieving sight. So, turns out, this disk right here, which it's not really good to leave it up, but I think it's okay for now, is actually read-only. So we're going to boot up into Gparted here, which is luckily a CD, and if I remember the key, I think it's F12. Or delete. Where's... Hopefully that works. There we go. Oh, we'll see here. I may have missed my chance. There we go. Alright. So, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna, set this up so that I should be able to, let's see here, probably under advanced BIOS features. Quick boot is disabled. Boot device select. Let me CD-ROM, IDE, and yeah, that SanDisk Cruiser if it can't do anything else. So that looks good. We don't want to boot to OS2. Looks all good. Save and exit setup. So it should try to boot from my Gparted disk. Let me see here. May have to select boot menu. Although we'll see what happens. Few beeps. It's a good sign. Okay. So far it doesn't have keyboard access. I think I need to probably go grab a PS2 keyboard. Okay, so we're back and I have my PS2 keyboard here from Compaq. So we're going to choose the auto configuration here. And I haven't used Gparted as much as Hiren's, so we'll have to figure this out. Since I'm not booting from USB, I'm gonna have to figure out here how I'm gonna switch the disk out. Maybe it has an option for that. If not, then that's just more complication. I have to get another have to make a boot USB for Gparted or Hirons. Alright, so Gparted is looking here. Looks like it found my hard disk. That looks like my USB drive. Let's see here. See what the terminal says. We can actually probably see what some of these are. I'm trying to remember if this can make a bootable USB drive for me, because if so, then I can go over to my drive here and do that, and then we can make this, oops, not FAT16, FAT32, and looks all good to me. That should format that USB drive, which it looks like it's flashing too, so that worked well. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to go figure out how to get this to boot off of that USB drive, but at least it's formatted for me, so we can use the disk. Although I'm not even seeing it. It might not show the disk because that's what it's booting off of, which would make sense. What does this say? Too bad I can't see. Alright, so I guess we're gonna have to go try a USB drive. Alright, so we have Gparted downloading right now, and we're gonna get it on this this flash drive right here. And so once we figure that out, then I think we should be able to make that disk writable. Like, we'll be able to write to it, and then we'll be able to flash DSL on it, then put that in the Mac, which we haven't even turned on yet, and it's been almost an hour, I think. These are all separate videos on my camera because we've been waiting so long for downloads that it's just, yeah. But it's like 8:40, and I'm not sure what time we started, but at least Gparted isn't too big, and it's going relatively fast. I mean, 3 minutes left. So, yeah, hopefully we figured that out pretty soon. Okay, so we have a bootable Gparted now. So we're gonna try this again. If I can get it plugged in here. You're kidding me. And we'll go down here. Might as well put the disk in too, because it's not bootable. Alright, so we're gonna come up here, and hopefully, just give me enough time. Hopefully it'll boot from the CD unless the BIOS didn't save for any reason, or anything else happened. There we go. Where did that, oh, here it is. I was looking for the PS2 keyboard. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, That's okay. We can just, I'll let it start up here because I don't want to screw anything up. I'll have to go back into the BIOS. Alright, so we should be starting up into the BIOS now, hopefully, if it accepted my delete key spamming, except hopefully it selected that because I just realized I wasn't using the PS2 keyboard, so we'll see. Oh, it did. Cool. So pretty much we're just going to do the same exact thing. And hopefully, actually let me make a change here, and then no, we want there we go. That should be right. So then we should be able to go and save and exit setup. And we should hopefully, I have to get rid of the, doesn't need to check the NVRAM. Oh, this RAID card. I only have one drive too. So hopefully this boots. Not seeing it read from the USB drive, so there might be an issue here. Alright, so I moved the USB drive to the back instead of on my adapter. And we're going to see here if it decides it's reading off the drive right now. Let's see. I'll go to the boot menu. Smart is disabled. So I'm not quite sure why. Let's go down here and go to the dedicated restart button. And, we'll start it up again. And hopefully I won't have to go into the BIOS, but you know, I might as well. Hopefully we just have it work on the first time here. So hopefully we can just switch over here. Why is this? Alright, so we've managed to get something to halt.